welcome back to the Film and TV channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And we have a series to look at today, and it's a series that originally back in 2015. I think it's run for 5 years now, or five. There's been 5 series of it called "Call My Agent" in France, and this was obviously picked up by Netflix, and obviously we've got an English version now which has been showing on the BBC. And that Call My Agent from France is actually a popular French, was based on a popular French TV series in the first place. So it's probably the third adaptation, if you like. All these scores are going to be as at the 30th of April 2022. So we're looking at what we call here in England 10%. This is called 10%. Internet Movie Database, it's getting 6.1 out of 10. That's just based on 116 reviews, so it's quite early days. 52 people scored it between 6 and 9, and 26 people scored it between 2 and 5. So literally 2/3 to 1/3, isn't it? 67% or 66.666 reoccurring. So what do we have with this one? We've got 8 episodes by about 48 minutes approximately. It's now appearing on Amazon Prime. So yeah, even though it's originally a French Netflix production, this version is actually appearing on Amazon Prime from the 28th of April 2022. The series takes place at a London talent agency. I'm not too sure where the French one was. I assume Paris. I might be wrong. I have no idea. I've not looked it up. But this takes place at a London talent agency where agents scramble to keep their star clients happy and their business afloat after the sudden death of their founder. There you go. The clue's in that, isn't it? It stars, yeah, sadly only for 1 episode. I won't say who dies. Jim Broadbent. It's only 1 episode. Great shame. I would have loved to see him in all of them, to be honest. I'm sure they could have done it with all of them in. It stars Prasanna Puwan-Araja, Jack Davenport, Maggie Steed, Lydia Leonard, Harry Trevelyan, and more there. So a lot of sort of well-known faces here in the UK, and lots of cameos as well, including people like David and Jessica Oyelowo, Emma Corrin, David Harewood, Kelly MacDonald, Olivia Williams, Helen Bonham Carter, and lots more as well. So that's what I like about these things, all these little cameo things. Rotten Tomatoes, 79% positivity. That's good. Not good, even higher than Rotten Tomatoes. In fact, that was 100% up to a couple of days ago. We've had 2 or 3 negatives since then. Some of the positive comments. Rebecca Nicholson from The Guardian here in the UK. She said, "Despite my misgivings, I somehow managed to plough through the entire series with gusto." Yeah, well done you. Nick Hilton from The Independent here in the UK said, 10% achieves a gently bittersweet tone that ensures that even if it's not funny, it's still eminently watchable. Yes, I agree with that, Nick. As I say, certainly for me, it wasn't particularly laugh out loud funny at any stage. Anita Singh, I get from the Daily Telegraph in the UK, so we have a good selection here, don't we? Eventually, she said, 10% started to grow on me. Yeah, again, I can't disagree with that. But I did say there were negatives, didn't I? And one of the negatives came from Australia. Perhaps he doesn't appreciate the British humour. I'm not too sure. In Australia, I don't know what their sense of humour is. Brad Newsom from the Sydney Morning Herald, he said, "Isn't an instant winner. It has the same ingredients as Call My Agent," yeah, because it's based on it, "but the tone is uncertain, the chaos lacks kinetics, and the sluggish pacing is exacerbated by the fact that the early episodes run an unfathomable 50 minutes. Well, it's the UK, it's the BBC, it's UK, we can cope with 50 minutes, mate. We don't need a break. Obviously, Brad in Australia, perhaps they need a beer or a glass of Foster's or something like that to keep them going. I'm not too sure. But he didn't like it anyway. But the 3 British guys, British newspapers liked it. That's good enough for me. And that brings it on to me. What did I think? I mean, of course, I haven't seen the French originals. Without seeing the French originals, this was good entertainment. As I said, I think the storylines follow quite closely to the French version. So if you probably watched the French versions, you probably may get a little in the same way. The Office, wasn't it? The Office, the British Office, obviously the US Office, very similar storylines to begin with, and then it went off on its own, didn't it? Did its own thing, and I love them both. I love the British Office, I love the US Office, so that's how it is. These dramas for me, like this, only work if you can invest in the characters, if you like the characters, and I did with this. I'm glad to say it worked for me. I did like the characters, some more than others, of course, as you'd expect, but it did work, as I said, because I think the humour was lacking a little bit. And I did actually get as far as humour's concerned. You remember the series 2012 about the London Olympics? I got a vibe of that from this as well, in some of the meetings and the conversations and the sort of pauses and the pregnant pauses and all this sort of thing. And of course, 2012 was one of my favourite recent BBC comedy dramas. So that's probably why I enjoyed it. Certainly more comedy in that than this, but that's probably why I enjoyed this as well. As I say, it's classed as a comedy. It isn't particularly funny in a situation comedy sort of way. It's not trying to get out jokes every other line. It's just fun to spend time with the many flawed characters, because they are all flawed characters. And the cameos, as I said, are a very nice addition to this as well. A lot of the negativity just stems from the fact that it is just an actual adaptation of the French original and not offering anything new. But as I said, I've not seen the French original. I'm not really interested in that. I won't go back and watch the French original. I'm just quite happy watching this. So a lot of the critics are negativity is based on the fact that it's just not. It's the same as the French original. It's not as good as the French original. So, as I said, I haven't seen it, so I don't care less. So I just enjoyed this for what it is. So I'm going to give it a very watchable score, because I enjoyed season 1. What legs it's got for more? It's probably certainly got legs for a season 2, perhaps, and there's 5 of the French one. So why not? I will greatly watch it, as I enjoyed the characters in it. So I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, which is my very watchable score. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, as I say, it worked for me. I can understand it not working for some people, that type of humour. If you like things like 2012, I think you're pretty safe with this one. But as I said, it's not laugh out loud as such. It's just a good drama with interesting characters. And say, not always perfect, but who is? Let he who be perfect stand up and say so. There won't be many people standing up, will there? So let me know what you think, guys, anyway, of this little series. And I look forward to a second series, hopefully very, very soon. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Until we meet again, and that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.